But the reason Jews, as a community, have tended to be successful in business is partly because in many countries in the past Jews weren't allowed by law to follow many careers other than finance, so they had to get good at it to starve, and partly because the community has a healthy attitude to money. In the Jewish community, if you are rich, it is accepted and expected that you will support the poor, so you don't have to feel guilty about being rich. By being rich, you are doing good for the community. If you are poor, it is expected that the rich will help you, and you don't have to feel ashamed about accepting charity. On the contrary, you are doing the rich a favor by enabling them to gain merit. That means that money keeps circulating and the poor are able to get on in life, become rich and help others to follow them. There are plenty of middle class and poor Jews in the US and around the world. It only seems that way because we stand out in a crowd and we have always been highly involved in Hollywood. It was the Jews that created most of the film studios, and that includes Warner Bros., MGM, Columbia, Universal and possibly Fox. Many of those behind and in front of the cameras were also Jewish. Of course, now all of these companies are public companies, but Jews are a major force in the industry. We are big into education and we love to go into the professions, so there are lots of Jews in accounting, banking, medicine and law. Most people don't get rich doing either of these professions, but you do well. It's part of our culture to do well in school and get a good job. Additionally, Jews outside of the US have routinely been prevented from going into farming and the crafts like carpenters and metal workers, as they weren't allowed into the guilds. Careers like medicine, banking and trade were open to them, and those fields wound up being big in the 19th and 20th century. Just as important, Judaism's importance in studying, analyzing and arguing over our sacred texts created an analytical mind that was transferable to general education. It's probably the only religion that does this, with most religions taking their texts at face value.